What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome if it's your first time here. Guys, you probably saw these power stations being reviewed here on YouTube by several different creators. And the truth of the matter is, the companies are usually based in China, and they will send out emails to YouTube creators of prepping channels, homesteading channels, outdoor channels, and asking do those creators want to get a free unit to do a review on the channel because they're wanting free advertising. Unfortunately, some of the reviewers might not give their full honest opinion about these type units because they want to get more free products. However, I will give a complete, full, honest opinion of these products. I've given negative reviews before, and this one is going to be no exception. This unit is okay, but it's not great. It has some definite flaws, and one of the main flaws of this unit, this is the Creekmore 1000 watt power station. The main downfall, or the main negative to this unit, is that it takes 8 to 10 hours to charge up, depending on how drained the battery is. If that battery is drained all the way down until it's empty, it will take approximately 8 to 10 hours to charge up. And that is using, the wall current, with the supplied power cord to plug into the wall and plug into this unit to charge this up. 8 to 10 hours to charge up. If you're using solar, for example, like a small solar panel like this, all power foldable solar panel to charge this up, it'll take even longer. So guys, that slow charging is definitely a negative in my opinion. Now, you might be okay with that, but for me, I want it to charge up much quicker. And I have a humbless unit that is better than this one in all regards. It's more expensive, but it's also better than this. And as they say, you get what you pay for sometimes. But this one's pretty expensive. The retail price on this one is around $800, so definitely not cheap. And at that price, you would think that it would actually charge up more quickly than what it does. The plus side, when it comes to charging, and there's many different ways to charge this unit up. As I mentioned a minute ago, you can plug this into your wall current in your home to charge this up. You can also use solar panels to charge this up. You can use the 12-volt outlet in your automobile, for example. If you have a generator like I have in the back of my truck here, you can plug it into that and charge this up. If you have a gas power generator, you can plug this into a gas power generator as you're doing something else and charge this up at the same time. So there's many different ways to charge it up, but unfortunately the charging is very slow. And guys, while we're on the subject of those gasoline powered generators, these type power units here definitely have some advantages over those gas powered units. For one, you have to store gasoline to run those gasoline powered engines. With these can use renewable energy like solar. So there's no need to keep up with the storage of like combustible gasoline. There's no need to have space to store that. There's no need to keep that rotated. You can have a solar panel, have this unit to charge this up. Also, those gasoline powered generators have to be left outside. You can't bring those indoors to run whatever you're trying to run, your refrigerator, your freezer, your television set, whatever you're trying to run. Those gasoline powered generators have to be left outside, and use an extension cord to run inside the home to plug those appliances into. If you run that inside your home, of course, that gasoline powered engine is going to kill you pretty quickly through carbon monoxide poisoning. Whereas a unit like this, you can have this in your home, sitting right beside your appliance, sitting right beside the couch or whatever, your bed or whatever. You can have this right inside the home without any issues whatsoever. It's perfectly safe. Also, the gasoline powered generators make a lot of noise. Has to be outside. If you have that outside, it's going to attract attention if you're trying to be discreet and you're trying to not attract unwanted attention. The gasoline powered generators can be heard from half a mile to a mile away running. People hears that, and if you're in a certain type of situations, hopefully it never gets that bad. But if people hears that, they're going to know someone is there. They're going to come and investigate, and it could pose a threat. And guys, the next negative that I found with this particular unit is the display. The display is very basic. You can see here, it has a very basic display, and it has like the little battery picture or the battery display, and has little bars to show how charged it is, and that's it. Whereas my humbless power station will show, if you have that outside charging, for example, to show how much input the solar panels are putting into that battery. It will also show the output if you have something plugged into that. It also has a display to let you know approximately how many hours and minutes you have left. If you have, for example, a television set plugged into that, and a DVD player, for example, and a light plugged into that hummus, it'll tell you approximately how many minutes you have, or how many hours and minutes you have to run that before that battery is completely discharged. If you unplug, like the light, for example, it'll change, and that will go up because you're using less wattage. So it calculates the wattage that you're using and tells you how much time you have left. Very, very handy. Whereas this one doesn't do any of that. All you have is a little display with those little bars, and that's all you have. So that's definitely another downside to having this unit. It might not bother you any, it might be fine with you, but to me, I like to have the display that gives me much more detail than this one will. And you would think that an $800 unit would have a better display than this. And guys, something else that might be an issue that other reviewers have reported is that this unit will shut off if it's not outputting power. Personally, I've not had that issue with this one whatsoever, but those reviewers have talked about the fact you can have something like a refrigerator, for example, a small refrigerator, plugged into this unit, and you know how those refrigerators will run those cycles. It will run, it will shut off, then it will run. And what they reported is that during the run cycle, it's fine, but when it shuts off, that the power station here will actually shut off also. Then you have to start it back up again. And also, if you're running a power tool, for example, and you're using that, you set that down and do something else, and you come back and you pick that up, it's going to be dead because the unit shut off. Personally, I've not noticed that with this unit whatsoever, so it might be something that they have fixed. Hopefully it is. You can see I've had this unit sitting here this whole time and it's still on, the power is still going. So apparently the company has fixed that in these later models, so you might get an older model that might do that. So keep that in mind when you order one of these. But anyways guys, if you're interested in this unit, you want to check it out, link in the description box below. If you enjoyed the video, found it useful, get a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore Miner here. I'll see you guys in the next video.